it. All right, we're good. All right. Thank you guys so much for finding our video and tuning in tonight. Us four are so excited to talk to you. And the reason you're probably here is because you're curious to know why Monat and why now. And all four of us are going to talk a little bit about our stories as to why we decided to join, what it's done for us, and what it could also do for you. So we're excited to each chat with you. But first, I want to explain that all four of us are on the same team, and we all live throughout North America, from Washington to Colorado to Maryland and even in Canada. And none of us knew each other before this opportunity. So it's super cool that this opportunity brought us together and we're doing this together now. So we're gonna each first start off by sharing a little bit about our stories, about our whys, and we're gonna have Emily go first. She's from Canada and she's gonna share a little bit about how she got started in Monat and why she decided to join.
All right, thanks, Allie. Hey guys, my name is Emily. I am 31 years old. I am married. It will be 10 years this summer, and I work full-time as a dental hygienist. And I got introduced to Monat almost 2 years ago now as a VIP customer. So I had been struggling with my hair for the longest time. My hair is naturally very fine, and I could never grow it. When I would try to grow it, it would just look really, my ends would be really see-through and just really like fragile looking, really scraggly. So I would always keep my hair very, very short just to give like the illusion of fuller, thicker hair. But I was sick of chopping it. I would have like major hair envy when I'd see all these girls with gorgeous, beautiful long hair. And I always wanted that to be me. So I came to a point, like I said, about 2 years ago where I was either going to keep it really short again, chop it again. It was kind of getting to like an awkward mid-length. I was going to cut it or I was going to get extensions. And I knew how harsh extensions could be on my hair. I knew it was going to cause more damage. It was going to hurt my hair in the long run. But I was that desperate for a fix for my hair. So I was just grasping at things. So at about this time, I was following some girls on social media, and I had heard about this magical shampoo that supposedly like grows your hair, heals any damage that you have, which I didn't have a ton, but definitely I did have some around my ends. My hair was very oily. I had to wash my hair every single day. And so I decided, okay, there's nothing that could go wrong. It's just shampoo. It's just shampoo and conditioner. So let's try it. I've tried everything from drugstore to high-end, specific products that my hairstylist would recommend. So I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, I'm no worse off. I'll just chop it again, or I'll go the extension route. So I decided to try it, and I tried it. And I'm not gonna lie, the first couple times I used it, I wasn't super on board because I was not educated properly on how to use the products. So that makes a big difference. I'll just say that. But once I learned how to use the products properly, I noticed a huge difference in my hair. I was able to go a lot longer between washes. I can go 3 to 4 days now between washing my hair, which is crazy because, like I said, my hair is very fine. So it tends to kind of just be limp and flat on my head. So before I'd have to wash every single day, I can grow it. This is the longest it's been. I know it's not crazy long, but it's long for me because it always has been in a cute little bob. So I can grow it. It's super shiny and healthy. So I knew the products worked. They were working for me, and people around me were noticing such a difference in my hair that they would ask me questions. So I was already sharing on my Instagram like things that I love. I'm such a beauty girl. I love my makeup. I love, if I find like a cute outfit, I'll share about it. I'm just always sharing. And I was already a part of 2 other companies during this time. So I started out in the business just as a customer, no intention of doing this as a business. But as I sat back and watched other girls be successful, very successful in this business, I knew that something was lacking in my other businesses. I loved the product, but I had this gut feeling that something like was telling me that this company, this product had more to offer than just being a customer. And so I had that gut feeling. I sat on the fence for a good 8 months. I watched Allie, who's on this call, for a good solid 8 months after I joined, just to get the biggest discount. So I joined up as a market partner just to get the biggest discount, and I didn't do anything with the business side. And then I decided, you know, she's no different than me. We had so much in common. We both had bleach blonde hair that was fried or damaged that got fixed using Monat. We're both dental hygienists. We're both very shy, introverted people. So getting on these calls, doing live videos, it's all very intimidating still to this day. It's scary. But I decided I was the only thing that was holding myself back. And I knew that, but I just made excuse after excuse after excuse. And that's probably the main reason I wasn't very successful in my other companies. Obviously, the product was not as good. The company was not as solid as Monat is, but I knew that it was just me holding myself back. So I decided this past December, enough is enough. I'm going to do this. I'm already sharing the products. And so what do I have to lose? There's no risk. So since then, this business is my little side hustle because I still work my full-time dental hygiene job. But eventually I would love to do what Allie has done, which she's going to share about soon, and work from home. We don't have any kids right now, but me and my husband are struggling with infertility. It has been quite the journey for us. Definitely very hard, very taxing. A very big emotional trial that we're dealing with right now. And on top of dealing with that, we had to deal with the fact of how are we going to pay for IVF if we have to do IVF or any kind of other expensive fertility treatment. And that's where I knew that this side business could literally pay for those treatments. Like, we wouldn't have to ask family members. We wouldn't have to take out as big of a loan. Even if we have to take out a small loan, it's going to help an incredible amount, and it's going to take that weight off our shoulders. So I saw other people being successful in this company, and I knew that I could have my piece of the pie. I could be a part of that, whether it was to help pay for groceries, which it has, whether it's taken us on vacation, which it has. It's paid for our rent, it's help pay off debt, and now it's going to be paying for fertility treatment. So I'm super excited to be a part of this community. I'm pretty new because I've only just been in the business, like actively working it for the past 5 months. So I know the best is yet to come, but honestly, it's just been such a blessing. It's been amazing to meet some new friends and have this community of women that surround you and support you. Everybody is there to encourage you and to motivate you, and I can't say enough good things. So that's a little bit about my story, and I think we're passing it on to Kim now.
Yes, thank you. So my story is a little bit different than Emily's in that she came into the business having tried the products and loving them and realizing they were incredible and that there was an opportunity for her. And I came in a little bit different door. I am 41 years old. I have 4 boys, and ranging from 4 months old to 15 years old. And I was at a time in my life where my marriage had basically ended overnight, and I was a wedding photographer, and I've been a wedding photographer for 20 years, and I found myself having to shoot a year's worth of wedding contracts that were extremely emotionally difficult for me. It was very emotionally triggering to shoot these lovely weddings when my marriage had just ended. And so I needed a break from that business. I needed something else for income because I was suddenly a single mom. And so I started doing some creative things on the side, but really I was looking for something that I didn't have to spend so much time away from my family and just trade hours for dollars constantly. And I tried another MLM, and I just wasn't being successful in it. I was frustrated because I understood the concept of this. I understood how it could work, but I didn't do my due diligence, and I signed up with a company that didn't have all the things that Monat has. And so I had, in the midst of a relationship disaster, as many women do, I did something drastic to my hair, and I bleached it completely, and then I had mermaid colors, pink and blues and purples all in it. And while that was fun for a little bit, it destroyed my hair. And I had had great hair for years and years, and with the stress of a divorce and going crazy with the colors and the bleach, I really had messed up my hair. And I saw on Facebook some before and after pictures that a friend was posting of incredible hair transformations. And I asked her, what the heck was this? What is she sharing about? And we chatted on the phone, And I think I looked at the compensation plan of the company, and within a day, I had decided I was joining Monat because I saw right away the opportunity that was before me. I understood how the products were based on our conversations and the transformations I had seen, but I hadn't even tried them. I just trusted what I saw was an awesome opportunity in front of me. So I signed up, and that was September, 2.5 years ago. And within 4 months, I had saved up money to take my little family on a vacation to Universal Studios, which was awesome. And I could never have done something like that before. It would have taken me so long to save up for something like that. And to not feel guilty to go do something like that was awesome. So the other thing I wanted to say about that is that in these 2.5 years, I've been able to rank up multiple times. In the other company I was with, I ranked up maybe once, and I couldn't even maintain that rank. I had one person join me for a discount, and the rest were just customers, and it was difficult. It was difficult to sell. It was difficult to maintain a team or get people to join my team. And with this company, I've been able to build a huge team very quickly. I've been able to earn multiple trips with the companies. I've been to the Bahamas, to Cancun, to Las Vegas. We are going again to Las Vegas, working right now, and probably in the next week, I'll have earned a trip to the Dominican Republic. And that's something that I never thought would be possible for me. I thought that was something that other types of people would earn in these companies. But I've been able to do that, which is awesome. All with, I have a little baby here on my lap, all still in the midst of real life. You know, I've got 4 kids of all different ages, and able to still maintain a photography business. I've just bought and sold a house. So real life happens, and yet I've been able to do this and continue to rank up. And I've been able to hit the middle of our compensation plan, which happens to be where you can earn a Cadillac. And I'm also, hold on a second. Sorry, I'm gonna bring him up here so you can see him too. Sorry. I'm also an emerging founder, and I say that because it's something I never thought was possible. I knew about these possibilities in the company, but I just never thought it would ever happen to me. And I just wanted to be able to make enough money to just help towards my mortgage. And now I've been able to pay my mortgage, cover my bills, put money away in savings, buy some gifts for my kids that I would have thought were extravagant before. It's just been an incredible, life-changing opportunity. And then on top of that, friendships that I've made, the community I have, and the incredible amount of personal development that I've felt in the past 2.5 years have been unmatched. I love doing photography, but this gives me an opportunity to use some of my other skill sets, especially empowering women, which I absolutely love. And so the team building side of this has been a huge blessing for me as well. So that's my story, and I'm going to toss it over to Kinsey.
Okay, I had to make sure I was unmuted. Hi, I'm Kinsey. I'm 30. I almost said 29, and I got real excited, and then I realized no, get it together. Okay, let's see, my story feels a little all over the place, but honestly, I'm glad that it's all over the place for a lot of reasons. But I started using the products first. So I am a little bit like Emily in that I needed to have something that I could use to make me kind of like calm down a little bit, because I was right after I had my daughter. I have one little girl, she'll be 3 soon. And I was like, oh my gosh, the hair loss is coming. The hair loss is coming. And sure enough, it was like, what is happening to me? And so I was like, okay, I'm going to use this. I've seen so many pictures. I had a friend who was using it. She was sharing about it and seeing these transformations. I said, okay, I'm just going to use this and hopefully it'll help my hair grow back. So I started using it and I went, okay, this is different. This is different. And at the time I was actually doing a different MLM, and I had tried one before that as well, because I was a teacher, a first grade teacher, and went to school, all of that. And it ended up being a horrible experience. I realized that there was no way I could do that and be a parent at the same time. And it was just one of the lowest points in my life. So I had tried a couple other MLMs. I wasn't successful, but I was just so looking for something that I could do at home to help bring in an income. So I was doing a different MLM when I started using Monat. And I remember being like, this is so different. And I started using our black 2-in-1 shampoo. And within 2 weeks, I had, that lovely little section that you get when your hair falls out. Coming back in, and I was like, oh my gosh, I told my husband, I'm like, John, look at this. And so I made that decision at that point. I asked him, I was like, I think I need to do this. Like, I think this is my thing. And so I posted a picture, and very quickly I got a ton of people like, what the heck are you using? How did your hair grow back? Why does it look so good? Why is it so shiny? And so initially that's how it started for me. And through the last 2.5, 3 years almost, I guess now, I really experienced a lot of postpartum depression and anxiety and just not having any idea on what I was going to do with my life, who I was. I mean, I knew I was mom, but it was not what I expected. And I love her dearly. So let me just say that. She is a light in my life. And obviously I wouldn't trade that, but it just, you set things up in your mind. So throughout that time, I didn't see the potential that Monat was, but at the same time, Monat was such a massive lifeline in my life. It gave me something to hold on to when I just had no clue where I was going, and I didn't know where my life, like, I just was so in another place. But yet I could talk to my VIP customers. I could be creative. I was still my introverted self. So I was still at home with my daughter, but I was able to use my social media in such a way that gave me some purpose. And so I kind of touch and go, for a while. And then last summer, I had a couple of girls who had been doing this with me for a while. They hit higher ranks, and I started to see, and then I hit a couple ranks, and I started to see, oh my word, this is the real deal. And all of a sudden I realized this had been in my life through that whole time for a reason. And I was like, I'm all in. This is it. Because nothing else compared to the culture and the community and the other women who do this. Like, this is what we live and breathe. Like, we love this so much. Because of we just, the opportunity, and we'll talk about some of that in a second, so I won't go too long, but just the amount of gratitude and heart behind the people in this company, the people who run this company and started this company, is just unlike anything that I had ever experienced. And that's what kept me holding on. And then now I'm just like, I see the potential, and I'm just so excited, and I will never stop. So I'm gonna pass the mic over to Allie.
All right, can you hear me? Okay. All right, so my turn. You guys did such a good job, and I love all of your stories because they're all different, but we all have similarities in there. I am a little bit similar to all of you guys in different ways. So I am also a dental hygienist, just like Emily, and I joined just over 3 years ago, and it was in 2016, and that year our whole lives changed. It was the year that we had baby number 3, and life became a little bit hectic. I was on maternity leave for 2 months for my dental hygiene job, and in that time period, I realized life is never going to be easy again. I've got 3 kids that I'm juggling, and our baby was extremely tough and cried 24/7. And I let my office know, I'm not gonna be able to come back into in a month is when I let them know I'm going to need more time off because my baby is really hard. And luckily they were super understanding and let me have 3 extra months off with my baby until she was a little bit better. But during that time period, I really started having a little bit of anxiety going back to work and having to drop my kids off at daycare. And I really searched and prayed for an opportunity that I could stay home with my kids with that would match my dental hygiene income. And I knew that was going to be a really hard thing to find, but I was hopeful. I posted for help on Facebook, searched Google for all kinds of stuff. And ironically, this girl that I didn't even know on Facebook offered some hair, like shampoo samples, and she sent them to me. I tried them, and just like Emily, I think it was Emily, wasn't super impressed with them, but also was not using them the right way. I was really trying to use it as little as possible, and anyways, it wasn't giving me the full effect. So I didn't jump on the opportunity right away. I actually sat there for 2 months until my friend posted an article about how this company is about to explode and how it's going to be the next big thing. And to be honest, I was in another MLM company that dealt with makeup, and it was bringing in like a couple $100 a month, which wasn't enough to let me quit my job. So I was like, what do I have to lose? I feel like shampoo would be easier to sell because everyone has an issue with their hair and everyone washes their hair, men, women, children, and animals. We also have a pet line. And so I just pulled the trigger. I'd only used that one sample and did it. And you guys, I was blown away from day one. I was super excited about it. And I think the passion that I had and the love for the products drove my business. So as soon as I got my product pack, I shared every single day about what this shampoo was doing for my family. With that, in that very first month, which was March 2017, I more than matched my dental hygiene income. And that shocked me because I went into dental hygiene because it is a great paying job for a mom. And to be able to match my dental hygiene income in my first month blew me away. I thought that joining this, hopefully in a year, I would match my dental hygiene income and then be able to stay home with my kids. So it was a massive blessing that obviously fell into my lap at the right time. So I kept running with it. Just like Kinsey said, as soon as I started sharing about it, floods of people coming wanting to know more about it because the pictures showed the proof of how good it was. My hair before I joined was fried up to here. I obviously like to bleach my hair, and living in a dry climate, using heat tools and bleaching my hair every, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks was destroying my hair. And I wasn't using products that were good enough to withstand all the pressures I put on my hair. So I desperately needed the products. I desperately needed the business. Within 4 months of joining, it was like 3 to 4 months, I think, I actually quit my dental hygiene job. I work it when they need me, just so I can keep up some skills, but I don't need it anymore. So I was able to do that a couple months in, started earning my Cadillac, which Kim also has done, and actually picked up my Cadillac 6 months into the business. So a whirlwind, 6 months. But it was amazing. And then 2 months later, I hit the top tier of the company, made a paycheck that I never dreamed of, that allowed me to take my whole family, all 3 kids, a 1-year-old, which was really interesting, to Disney World and stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Oh, it was amazing. You guys, I've taken more vacations in this company than we have in our entire marriage because we have time freedom, financial freedom to do what we want when we want. And it's been truly a huge, huge blessing. I am so glad I didn't let my fears take over and keep me from doing this because that almost happened. And I'm a very timid, shy, and very introverted person. And I've definitely come out of my shell in the past 3 years. But I will tell you, my fears almost kept me from doing this. And I'm so glad that my why was bigger than my fears. And it has gotten me to where I am today. So that is my story and why I'm so grateful for it, just like all the other 3 girls that have chatted with you guys are too. And now we're going to share with you a couple reasons as to why Monat is so important to join in right now. So who is going first with that? Emily? Okay, so we're going to change it over to Emily, and she's going to share with you 5 reasons why.
Okay, so first reason is timing, guys. So Monat was started back in 2014, so we are about 5.5 years old, which is still like such a baby company compared to a lot of other direct sales companies out there. Like, I don't know about you, but I think about Avon, Mary Kay, Pampered Chef, Tupperware. Like, those companies have been around for decades and decades and decades. Some of them like 25 plus years. So we are still what's considered to be like a ground floor opportunity, or if you even want to say basement level opportunity. Our CEO and our company is constantly saying we haven't quite exploded yet. We have a ton of momentum and we are growing fast, but we still have not reached that point where we're overly saturated or we haven't exploded yet. So still a great opportunity and time to jump in on a business like this. We also are a $1 billion company. So in 5 years, we hit $1 billion. I remember reading an article recently that the only other company to have done that is Amazon, and they did not start off debt-free. So we are a debt-free company. We started as a debt-free company, and to this day, we're a debt-free company, and we're only 5 years old. So pretty incredible. In their first year of business, they projected to do just $1 million in sales, and they ended up doing $25 million. So the family, the Urdaneta family, they came from Venezuela. That's where they're from. And they had a very successful network marketing company down there. They moved to Florida, started Monat, and because of their success back home, they were able to start Monat debt-free. So that is why we're a debt-free company, and we still are to this day, which is very exciting and very like out of the norm compared to a lot of companies in direct sales. So another thing that we have going for us too is we have global expansion. So to this day, we are in 5 countries. We're in Canada, the United States. Notice how I said Canada first. That was not a slip. Canada, the United States, the UK, Poland, and Ireland. So we are continually growing globally. And every year as the years go by, I'm sure we will expand into more countries. So the 3 things that you want to look at when you are possibly interested in partnering with a brand or a company in direct sales or network marketing, social selling, whatever you want to call it, is the timing, global expansion, and a new product launch. So we have those first 2, and we have the 3rd one because we just released skincare. So we were known for a long time just based on our naturally based anti-aging hair care, but now we also have skincare, and I'm sure as time progresses, we will just branch out into naturally based anti-aging personal care items. So whether that's body care, who knows, but we're continually releasing new products. So we have all 3 of those things that we need. So I guess I'll just go on and finish my other 2 points. Yes, and then I'll turn it over to Kim. Okay. So the next thing is necessity. So Allie touched on this a little bit. I myself came from 2 other companies prior that were also makeup related. And I just found it was such a hard market because you're already pretty much eliminating almost half the population. Yes, there are some men out there that wear makeup, but you're pretty much just marketing to women, not kids, definitely not pets, and a very small amount of men. So with shampoo, you are marketing to everybody. Everybody uses shampoo. So you're not expecting them or asking them to change their lifestyle, to change habits that they formed, like some health and wellness companies might, or house cleaning products, or Tupperware. Maybe some people don't use Tupperware, I don't know, but you're not asking them to change anything that they're not already doing. You're simply asking them to take out a product from their shower that's probably not working for them anyways. It's probably not doing what it claims. It's most likely full of silicones, waxes, buildup, and harmful ingredients and chemicals, whereas all of our products are vegan. They're sulfate-free, paraben-free. We say no to pretty much all the toxic ingredients out there that you can think of. We're Leaping Bunny certified. So we have a lot going for us, and our products are clinically proven. So they actually work. So just by switching out the shampoo that doesn't work for a shampoo that works, it's a no-brainer. So that is why we're able to market to pretty much everybody, and it's such a smart business opportunity, because like the world is your oyster pretty much. So kind of going along with that, the next point is consumable. So just like any personal care item, you're going to buy it, you're going to use it, and hopefully you fall in love with it, just like the four of us have. And we have over 1 million VIP customers, and a less than 1% return rate. So obviously our customers love the products, they're performing, and people are repurchasing as they run out. So it's another smart decision, because these products are continually being used up, they're running out, and people are continually buying them, and they're buying them from you and from your personal website and your personal link. So that means residual income. You're constantly getting paid, even though you might not actively be working your business right then and there, talking with a customer on the phone, doing a live video, like not necessarily promoting in that instant. You could be getting money dropped to your bank account because your customers ran out of the product and they're going to buy through you. So those are 3 of the 5 points of why Monat is such an awesome business decision and why now. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to Kim, and she's going to talk about the last 2.
Thanks, Emily. I'm going to talk a little bit about competition and our compensation plan. So when it comes to competition, Monat has none. We are the first and the fastest growing, well, we're the fastest growing hair care company there is, but we're also the first and the only company out there dedicated to anti-aging hair care products. So there are other network marketing companies that might have a few hair care items, but we have our entire company dedicated to that, which means if you were out there in a network marketing company in makeup, you're probably competing against 4 or 5 other makeup brands just in network marketing. If you're in a health and wellness network marketing company, you're competing against probably 3 or 4 others as well. And so for us, we don't have any competition. In fact, our sales numbers, we're outselling top name brand hair care companies that you've known for years, that have existed for decades. And I'm not just talking in the network marketing space. I'm talking about companies in the beauty space that have existed for decades. We are outselling them in just 5 years, which is incredible. So there's no competition. Our new skincare line is award-winning. It sold out immediately within the first couple of weeks. It was on back order. I mean, there's just no competition for what we offer. And that is important because you don't want to be trying to fight for someone's attention. We know these days people have like a 15-second attention span when it comes to social media. And if you're putting things out there on social media that look the same as everyone else, they're going to scroll right past it. But when you're posting before and after pictures of people's incredible hair transformations, it is a scroll stopper for people. We just don't have any competition, which is amazing. And clean beauty is really where it's at right now. Everyone is trying to live a cleaner lifestyle. People are understanding more and more that it takes 26 seconds for our skin and our scalp to absorb harmful chemicals, and everyone's trying to reduce their toxic loads. The fact that we are a clean beauty company is huge. We're an anti-aging focus. That's huge. So these things are something that people are looking for. And not only on top of that, we are also, like Emily mentioned, we are Leaping Bunny certified. That means we're cruelty-free every single step of the way, from sourcing the ingredients all the way through. We are vegan completely with everything. We have clinically proven products. When you start stacking all of that stuff up, it is hard to find someone to even try to compete with us. Then just on a practical note, a bottle of shampoo has 150 washes in it. When you divide that out from the price, what it costs someone per month, depending on how often they wash. Some people might wash every single day. Some might do every other. I can get away with a lot less often because I'm a very dry person naturally. But when you divide out how many washes you get into what that bottle costs, it's incredibly competitive pricing. And that is unusual as well for a luxury hair brand. So we've got everything going for us. And on top of that, you're going to be the one who's sharing this with people. And so people who are going to be using these products and getting a hair transformation are going to be getting it directly from you, someone they know and they like and they trust, and that you get to be the one to help educate them on what their hair issues are, and how to use it. The other thing I want to say about competition is that in our company, our culture is such a community-oriented culture that there's not even competition between people. So I'm in the state of Maryland, and there's not very many market partners in Maryland. And there are a couple of different teams that are located where I am in my county. And we're a rural area, so we're small towns, and that's why we say we're in a county. We don't even say we're from a city. But we're on different teams, but we have worked together. We've collaborated on different things. We cheer each other on when somebody ranks up. We cheer each other on when someone earns a trip. That's unheard of. Most network marketing companies, there's still a lot of cutthroat negativity in there. And I just love the vibe that our culture has of family and cheering each other on. So there's not even competition within the company, which is awesome. And when you talk about competition, one of the places we stand out and stand above the rest is in our compensation plan. So like I said in the beginning, one of the reasons I joined this company was because of the compensation plan. I had been offered a number of multiple level marketing companies. I've been offered direct sales from the past 15 years, every company you can think of. And a few of them were interesting. And so I'd look at their compensation plan and decided it wasn't worth my time and effort, especially back in the day. I was going to have to do parties. I was going to have to ask other people to do parties for me. There wasn't the social media presence there is now. When social media really exploded, I realized certainly that was a way to do this type of marketing. But I hadn't really found anything that interested me. The other company I was in, their compensation plan was okay. The reality was I was having to spend money each month to make sure I could even earn a paycheck. In our company, once you buy your first product pack to get started, you don't have to spend another dime if you don't want to ever again, which is incredible. So within our company, you can earn money in a couple different ways. You can earn commissions off of retail customers at 30%. You can earn commissions off of VIP customers at 15%. And they're going to continue to purchase from you. So you're going to earn that 15% commission over and over and over. And then you can also earn commissions off of the team that you can build beneath you. The cool thing about this is that as you build a team beneath you, every time you rank up, it's because you've helped your team underneath you rank up as well. Every time that you make a bonus, it's because you're helping someone else. In this company, you can make bonuses upon bonuses. We often tease you basically get a bonus for breathing. Here's some examples. If you get 4 customers in 1 month, you get a $60 bonus. If you have someone join your team, depending on which product pack they join with, you can get a bonus from anywhere from $50 to $220. I think it's $220. The bonuses for each rank, every rank has a different bonus. Oftentimes, you can even get a bonus if someone underneath you ranks up. So if I have someone beneath me hit a specific rank, I would get a matching bonus, the same one that they get. These bonuses are anywhere from $100 to $150, $500, $1,000, $5,000, all the way up to the top where you can get $20,000 bonus. This is real money, and people are making these bonuses. Monat is so generous that oftentimes, just out of the blue, they'll decide to double a bonus. Hey, this month, if you hit this rank, you get a double bonus. I mean, it's just crazy. You can get literally bonuses on top of bonuses. We have something called Smart Start, which is your first 3 months of being in the business. And in that time period, you have the opportunity to not only earn back your initial investment, which is really easy, takes maybe 6 customers and you've earned back your initial investment. And they're going to keep on ordering. So you're getting residual income. But not only that, you can literally earn anywhere up to $2,500 on just the basic simple actions. So I've had girls on my team earn anywhere from $1,000 in their first couple months to one of the girls earned over $4,000 in her first 3 months in business. So really, when we say this company has the ability to really bring an income for you, it truly does. It's not just for those at the tippy top. We have a 3-tiered car program. What that means is that you could earn a Cadillac, and you know various levels of ranking. You can get a super expensive one if you want. The great thing is it's not just those at the top of the company who can earn a Cadillac. The rank at which you can earn a Cadillac is smack dab in the middle of our compensation plan, which is awesome because it means it's attainable. Not only that, but you can earn trips. There's 2 a year. in the spring, we always go to Vegas for a big family reunion. And in the fall, they always take us someplace tropical. So when I joined, I was able to earn the Bahamas and Punta Cana. And this fall, we're going to the Dominican Republic. So these trips are earnable. They are absolutely earnable. It's not reserved for people at the very highest levels. Anyone can earn these trips, and many people do, which is exciting. So in terms of the compensation plan, our company is paying out 50% of the profits back to the market partners. That is incredible. So when you're looking at a company that you might want to join, you really need to think about how you're going to make money from that, and really sit down and think, how much would I have to actually sell to make a decent income? And the reality is, with our company, it's not that much at all. And the wonderful thing is, like we've talked about before, these products are incredible. They're easy to share. People love seeing a before and after transformation. They love it when they can see themselves in a before, and they relate to it, and they say, that is the same problem I have. And then when they see that after picture, they want that. And so they're going to ask you, how can I get there? And then that's your chance to be able to share your solution with someone and actually help someone gain confidence in their hair or their skin, or help someone gain financial freedom for their family, help someone gain confidence in developing themselves as a person, as a leader, as someone stepping out into something new. So in terms of our compensation plan, I cannot say enough good things about it. We could do an entire hour-long video just on how the compensation plan works. But I will say this, it's nowhere near as complicated as others that I've seen. It's easy to understand, and it's duplicatable, which means you do a couple simple things each month, you get your team to understand how to do those, and if everyone continues to do them, you're gonna skyrocket and do wonderful. So that's what I'm talking about for compensation and comp plan, and I think we're back to Al.
All right, perfect. So that is just a really brief rundown of the company, the opportunity, and I'm sure you'll have more questions. So if you know one of us that's on this call, go ahead and reach out to us, send us a direct message, and we will answer any questions you might have. That is it for this call, and I hope y'all are doing great and have a great rest of your day. All right, where do I?